Hello, I'm Georgia from Shout About It, and this week we have Mike West in. My first question was introduce yourself, so
I'm Mike West.
Fabulous. So what's going on for you right now?
A few gigs going on. I'm doing Smithdown today, I'm doing Leicester tomorrow, Belgian tour November, UK tour March, and everything in between, just trying to fill the gaps really. And
Busy.
Keep busy, yeah.
So is music like your full-time thing?
Not yet, but that's the aim for 2018. So it's just trying to, the priority for the end of this year is get the album done. And then that's kind of be like the hill I'm going to die on for the next year or two, just to get that done, promote that, and then tour that hopefully and see how far it takes me.
Yeah, anything else in the pipeline or just album?
Album, I'm a comic writer and artist as well. So we brought a comic out last month. So we are doing the next anthology for next year. So we're working on that and a few side projects between the four of us who have put together like this one.
It's a cool side project.
Yeah, so it keeps me busy and out of trouble.
Yeah. And how are the gigs going?
Really good. It's good to see like progress as you gigging, because I've only been doing this for just over a year now. So it's nice to see like a bit more of like a warm reaction and like bigger gigs, like more people coming out. And just the reception, like I still can't believe people actually sit and listen to me for like 30 minutes to an hour and actually like enjoy it. It's a crazy thing. So
I was walking down the hill to the prom the other day and I heard music and I was like, I'm sure that's Mike West. And I got to kind of the bottom of the hill, I was like, it bloody is! But I didn't reach you in time, but it was nice walking down hearing you live. It was funny. So what's kind of your songwriting process?
It depends on the song really. Sometimes I'll have like a riff or like a chord progression that I'm digging, and then it's how can I expand on that, and then what lyrically would fit that. And I tend to just hit record on my phone and just kind of like freestyle over the chord progression and see where that'll take me. And then sometimes I'll just be sitting in my car or overhearing a conversation and someone will say like one or two lines, or I'll think of something like, oh, that's where can I take that, and then I'll start writing that. So I've got like 4 or 5 notebooks on the go. Like every flat service has a notebook on, so it's just trying to
ideas everywhere.
Make them coherent and legible and listenable is the main thing.
And there's a lot of people talk about a lot of bands, and there's obviously a huge market of acoustic artists. How do you feel you fit in that market?
It depends, because with like every genre, it's like when you say metal, it's not just metal. There's like hair metal, heavy metal, pop. Like so, then with acoustic, it's not just acoustic, because then you can be like, well, Ed Sheeran and Johnny Cash are acoustic. Yeah, they aren't in the same genre. So it's working out where in the subgenres, and then it's starting to go in the meta genres of the subgenres, and then it's more like the old country side of blues, folk, and metal. So I think that kind of differentiates me from like some acoustic scenes, which is then more like there's like the Dylan, Beatles like esque way, and then I kind of go that way just because I've got the metal and rock background. So I think that's been able to separate me from the scene, and I get a lot of good reception from like metalheads in the crowd. Like I've done a metal festival and that went down really well.
I can imagine
so. It's an interesting scene to be a part of now after being in the metal scene for so long.
It's really hard for artists to kind of define themselves in a genre now, because you'll often find that every song that they write is in a different genre, so they're like, a bit of this, a bit of this.
Yeah, that's always the fun thing, to be like, oh, what style do you play? And then you get a list of 20. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm kind of bluesy, folk, rock, country-esque with a Dylan twist, and you're just like, so it's not an elevator pitch anymore, it's an essay, which is like quite fun and interesting to see. But it shows how like diverse influences are now. It's not just like in one or two camps anymore. It's so like spreading. It's brilliant.
And then as soon as you start playing, people kind of get it like, I hear it all now. So who is your biggest local influence?
I think Chris Young and the Ever Diminishing Ego is a guy I've been jamming with for just over a year or so, and he's genuinely one of my favourite songwriters. I love people that when they write or play something and you hear and you're like, I wouldn't think of that in a million years. So it's him, Faniel Dord, just these insane artists just pushing what is like not acceptable acoustic, but pushing the boundaries of everything. Jamie Clegg's another one, and then it's like Alan O'Hare of Only Child. Like he's really cool, I really vibe his stuff. Limerence obviously been killing it at the moment. Who else? Jack McAllister, another one that's brilliant. And yeah, it's just brilliant to see all these like local musicians doing all the open mics.
So many gigs and stuff around town.
That's the thing. Like, there's so many gigs, and it's like, can you come? Like, I'm doing my own gig. Like, yeah. So it's like it's hard. But no, it's brilliant little scene at the moment.
Definitely. And obviously, Shout About It is all about kind of getting the work of gig photographers out there. Gig photographers spend pretty much every night of their week after work at gigs shooting for magazines, blogs, the artists, whatever. How important do you think gig photographers are to the music industry?
Like, the cliche of images everything does ring true, because a promoter looks at someone first before they hear you. You'll get the Facebook link, the SoundCloud link, whatever. Before they even hit play, there's got to be an image, there's got to be a cohesive like theme to the artist. And without like gig photographers and someone who knows what they're doing putting that together, it can just look like amateur hour, and then they are just going to pass on you. So I think gig photographers play a really important role in the presentation of an artist or a band. And yeah, it's a really inviolable symbiosis, I think, between them two, is like the rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
So I think...
I like that saying, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so like as the gig photographers do well, the musician will do well, and as the musician. And I think it's a really important thing to have like those relationships and those like things to show for you, because the big difference is like my first few gigs, it's like a few shots on an iPhone from like a family member or a friend, to like I got some like professional ones from Maguire's when I played that last month, and just the difference in quality, and it's like you look and be like, that can be my cover photo now. Like, oh, that's gonna be a good profile picture. I'm gonna use this to push that and make that into a poster.
Definitely.
And without gig photographers, you've got nothing to market outside of the songs, and that's what makes people hit play.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of respect between photographers and artists as well. Like, as cliche as it sounds, if I see somebody that I like photographing them, I'll go and shout about their music everywhere, and I'll be listening to them constantly in the office, in work and things, and people are like, who's this? And you kind of just build each other up that way. And in the same way, if they credit you in your photos when they post them, people will be like, oh, I like that photographer, I might get them along.
It's definitely important to credit them as well in the photos, definitely. And if they haven't stamped it, make sure you put it in the comments or whatever.
It's always a life debate of whether to put a watermark on or not. Kind of makes your photo look a bit of a mess.
Well, you can do it in the corner, or you can do everything, but it is the artist's responsibility as well to tag where it's coming from. I think that's an important thing too. And
you played at Shout About It Live earlier this year. Just because I want to know, asking everyone who played this, what did you think of the festival? Was it different to see photographers there? It was obviously like, it was quite weird that photographers were taking pictures of photographers, taking pictures of the artists. I'm sure you ended up with 1,000 different pictures from different people.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was really like, on the organisation and like presentation level, it was really smooth and really slick, and it's something to like proud to be a part of, to know it's run that well. And it's just from the get-go, like everything was sorted, times perfect, going on stage. From that aspect, it was incredible. And then the crowd reception and the photographers, to know that it's not just audience members, but gig photographers have been to 1 million gigs. So it's to see a gig photographer enjoying something that you're putting out as well, it blends a bit more like weight to like, oh, out of everyone they've seen, they're digging this as well. That's pretty cool. So I really enjoyed like that aspect of it.
Excellent. This is putting you on the spot because I haven't warned you about this one, but who's your favourite gig photographer? Have you got one?
Rob Fenn, who does a lot of Rob Zombie work, Blackstone, Cherry and Hailstorm. I've got a few of his photo books and I follow him on Instagram. He's a really good photographer. I enjoy his philosophy. Like going to like gigs and just seeing everything he's about. And then I'm gonna make a complete show. This is Jim Marshall, or the photographer who used to do Johnny Cash, and then he went on to expand a few things.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to check that out.
I can't remember his name. I think it was something Marshall, and like his old photos of just like what he captured. It depends on like skill, like right place, right time. But to catch them images at those times is phenomenal.
As you mentioned metal music before, I find I don't even go and see metal bands. It's not that I've got nothing against them, I'm just like quiet. But a lot of my favourite photographers are like people who photograph metal bands, because the pictures they get from them are just insane. Yeah,
that's the thing with like metal, I think, is because it's so intense. Like with an acoustic artist, it's hard to portray that like energy. Or like while with metal, it's like it's right there, and it's like when you see like Judas Priest or Kiss, there's the fire, there's the sweat, and then the crowd's involved. and I think it's just a lot more kinetic than an acoustic gig, which gives for better.
Yeah, and the stage like set design is just insane.
Yeah, the set and the costume designs for metal. I think I need to start bringing platform boots onto the acoustic stage. Start upping my game a bit.
And where can people find your music?
I am on Facebook, and it's Mike West 333. It's the same as SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on Bandcamp, and then I'm toying with actually setting up a website now to try and make myself look legit.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you get on with a few songs.
Cool.
And thanks for coming along. And we look forward to hearing the new album.
Yeah. Cheers, fabulous.
Cheers.
Thanks. I'm Mike West. This is my song for the Shout About It Acoustic Sessions. This is Away I Go.
I've been watching the rain bounce off my windshield. I've been staring at the missed calls on my phone. I've been sitting in my car for an hour now, 'cause I can't bear to go back home. What if I just drove away right now? Let the rain wash away my tracks, threw away my phone and all that I own, tell a lie that I'll be back. That's not my responsibility. That's for you, not me. That's not my responsibility. That's for you, not me. I've been watching the traffic driving past me, heading to their husbands and their wives. They got more courage than I do. They just get on with their lives. That's not my responsibility. That's for you, not me. That's not my responsibility. That's for you, not me. I ain't proud of what I am, but I know I have to go. Down my reckless heart, down my restless mind, I may believe in you. No matter what path I will take, nothing set in stone. So I'll close my eyes, leave you behind, and away I go. Away I go. Away I go. Away I go. Away I go.
I'm Mike West. This is my song for the Shout About It Acoustic Sessions. This is called For Them.
As the fire dies and say your goodbyes, I hear the ghost of me say, for the battles we lost and the wars that we won go on to define us someday. We'll let this summer pass and move on at last to the seasons that make us age. But at least I will know that the older we grow, in a chapter we share the same page. I remember the days we were young and unashamed, immortal, at least for a while. But as time did march with our bodies now scarred by love and loss in our style, the embers will fade, but the memory remains of a youth where we howled at the moon. And with no regrets, I clear on my debts and lament that we went too soon.